Did you miss me? How long has it been? 2, 3 thousand years? You you shouldn't be here, not this powerful. Well, since you weren't around, I decided to make some modifications to myself. Impressed? Even if you aren't, I've taken the liberty of planting a few seeds of my own. After all, like father, like son, as it were. You are an amateur at best. What do you want, trickster? What I want is irrelevant. After all I am is what you used to be, so it's really what you want, isn't it? After all I am is what you were, and then what I want is what you wanted, and what you wanted is chaos. All I want now is you gone. So why don't you take that fury and put it up your ass? Such a foul mouth on you. Setting such a bad example, aren't you? Right now, there's so much happening before your eyes and behind your back. Loud noises so quiet you can't hear yourself think. One by one they come to a place only 3 blind can see, and the 4 can afford to go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once it was predicted that a man would die when he knocked 4 times. Now I say the same to you. You will die when he knocks 4 times. Ugh.
Crunch.
So basically, this entire thing is me.
Basically.
Yeah, have fun with that.
My power is growing. Soon this world and all worlds will be mine. Right after I kill you, Time Lord, as well as the oncoming storm. Wait, he is mine. Ah! That was a low blow, even for you. He is mine, he is mine, he is mine. Can you hear them? I've missed them for so long. Hey, 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 you're bleeding all over me. Chaos, give me a break. You are nothing. You have no idea what you are or what I am. Then what am I? The same thing I am. Mad as a March hare. Mad. The drums, not again. Yeah! Many threats still loom, many faces to the beast. Your life has been scripted from the start to finish by those above your influence, and this time it will be your undoing. Hold on a second.
Chakra drain.
Mr. Blueberry, are you all right? Are you okay? I'll be fine, Inky. Just take us out of here. I need to go rest. I don't know how he did that. He was never able to do that before.
Oh, actual questions.
Oh.
Oh, what just happened? Discord is your son? What is that all about?
It would be more accurate to say he is me. Think everything that made me me, but taken to the extreme side of the negative. My feelings of wanting to protect my girls. He feels a need to possess them, lock them away, and never let them go. But combine that with my lust for power, now he wants them dead so he can rule in their place. So discord in mind and body, just like the discordant drums that once plagued me.
Master, what do you mean that every fragment of Discord was being killed off in their respective universes? There are alternate universes where Discord was never killed off and became an ally of the Elements of Harmony. Even in the Prime universe, he's friends with them.
This is new. If it works, it works, and befriending Discord should cut him off from the collective, kind of make him his own being instead of part of a big problem.
Who is Patience?
A long story. She was my mentor when I worked in the museum on Gallifrey. She was the head curator for a long before I was born. Last I knew, she celebrated her birthday. She was 2 billion years young. Still beautiful. The first fight the Doctor and I ever got into was competing for her. He won, married her, and had loon kids. She took the blame for the Doctor when he and his granddaughter stole the Type 40. She was a celebrity. Her deceased previous husband was one of the 3 masterminds who formed Time Lord Civilization, as we know it.
For someone named Patience, she sure didn't want to hear what you had to say.
To be fair, the last time she saw me, I was a general leading armies to their death in a massive war. The Doctor was a madman who, in a single moment, obliterated everyone involved in said war, and she, as a prisoner, was being forced to ferry supplies from one point to another on a TARDIS that had a mind of its own, that had its mind destroyed.
Wait, so you're the Unicorn Killer?
Unicorn Killer? What? You can use magic without a horn. Why would I want theirs?
Probably should have avoided those blue flowers earlier.
I ran face first into poison joke again, didn't I?
I wonder how your daughters will react seeing you like this.
Yeah, nope. Need a bath before Luna finds out that Mr. Ferretface isn't making a comeback. She still thinks I ran away.
Knock, knock.
What? Oh, you want to take that, Dex? Seeing as how
Okay.
I'm
Okay, swap it out. Yeah, okay. I'll beat Sakura. What curse do you invoke? A romp in a field of poison joke?
I need your medical prowess to make the cure. It's not easy to work in a lab when you're this tiny.
Since my student is so verbose, I recommend a double dose.
I know. Thank you, teacher. I knew I could count on you. Before you ask, yes, she's my teacher when it comes to controlling my magic. I learned from zebras after all, and they're masters of Earth Pony strange magic.
When's the last time you visited Celestial Luna? Another period of wakefulness, another opportunity. Perhaps time to visit home and make sure nothing unfortunate happened.
With Canterlot stabilized again, I had planned on doing that next, after giving Inky something to do.
Canterlot Gardens.
I'm off to visit some family, so explore the TARDIS. There are plenty of movies, games, rooms, a swimming pool, countless things to do to keep you entertained, but do not leave the TARDIS.
Okay, Blueberry.
Loom.
Huzzah! Has returned from the journeys come. We shall alert sister and then retire for the evening for some tea and sweets to catch up.
Luna, air, the dying.
Sigh, father. It's been too long since we've seen you, so we got a bit excited.
Had to fix some issues when Discord got out.
The vile dogs still thump the spears and a march towards war. The new queen has inspired the Thelmas to begin salting our fields to prevent us from growing food.
I wasn't aware they actually grew that smart in such a short time. Hello, Sia. Sorry it took me so long to clean up after Discord's escape, but I'm here now. Lulu just caught me up on what's been happening with the Diamond Dogs Citadel. What do you know of the new Canis Regina?
Welcome back, Father. I'd show a bit more affection, but I've slept very little in the last 2 days. As far as we know, she's a pony of all things. A former show mare by the name of Trixie, who got a hold of a strange amulet a while ago. And I fear it's driven her and mad in a search for power to eliminate everyone she sees as an enemy. My former student and fellow princess has gained her ire, thus Equestria at large.
I'm assuming we've diverted air troops to guard our borders. The hot air balloons the dogs are using to sneak over our fields at night are kind of hard to deal with without unicorn artillery or Pegasus dogfighters. Pun not intended.
Yes, they're also digging under the fields and dropping poison into the underground sources for wells and pumps for villages too. So we've also been diverting healers, purifiers, and earth pony units to control their tunneling. Where we fix one problem, they find a way to make the next.
Then let's send out some quick flyers to gather reports from the squad leaders for the air and ground units, see if we can't spot a pattern, and then talk with some allies and see if we can't send in some naval units. I hear there are a few Griffin pirates that wouldn't mind crashing in. Double if we offer payment for them focusing on the Canaans.
I hadn't thought of using pirates to our advantage like that. Underhanded, but effective if it doesn't blow up in our faces. There are a few gangs in our prisons. Let's see if we can convince them to work under the crown, instead of against it.
There's my girl. So, what say we take a few hours off and have dinner, the three of us? I'm sure Raven can clear out your schedule for that long.
I can clear it for 4 hours, no longer. And that's if any Princess Luna, and that's only if Princess Luna can handle a few extra hours for the night court.
I'll convince her to stop playing hide and seek with you and get it done.
Yee. Time for some father-daughter bonding time.
Father, I know your favorite place is back here, but why do we have to go there tonight of all times?
Sister, father hasn't been able to sit long enough in a single place thanks to his own duties, so the rare times he's with us, why not drag us some special. Sorry, that font is kind of hard to read sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. For you, it may have been a few months since we last met, but for me, it's been almost 100 years. I did tell Raven I wanted you two to myself for a few hours, so why not use my VIP pass before they decided to make it expire?
The smell of apple pie puts me in the sky.
But the smell of bacon, my heart starts aching.
Bacon.
These two are with me. I doubt they need instructions. Prepare my private room and bring me a few menus.
Yeah, of course. Shall I send the usual order for you then?
Yes, send a few sodas, not in a wine mood with what my usual is.
Welcome.
Good.
Welcome back, Professor. Here's your orders on the grill, and the ladies' orders should be given priority once they've made their decisions. As far as drinks, we'll bring them shortly.
Girls, welcome to Carnival, my favorite place in Gantelot.
So that's what happened before you fixed everything. And you say he gave you a warning before flitting off back to wherever he came from.
Yes, apparently everything wrong in our timeline is all his doing. And I can't even begin to imagine where he started.
Perhaps the Pinkie Pie incident.
Last time I saw her was at the cake festival. She shoved a hoofful into my gob and made a pass at me.
Pinkie, well, a few years ago, ponies in Ponyville had gone missing, and it turns out that Pinkie had been playing murder games with them, including Rainbow Dash.
Friend Twilight managed to lose 2 friends that day. We were forced to use some very archaic laws to sentence Laughter to the guillotine.
Laughter corrupted, loyalty killed, magic disenfranchised. What else?
We haven't heard from our other friends in a very long time. Applejack is on the farm, but we've not seen any apples being sold as of late.
Miss Rarity has fallen into a coma after an accident. Her dreams are frightening, to say the least. I don't think she's the same pony anymore after the murders, almost like she's possessed.
And what of kindness?
We don't know. We've had soldiers searching for her since the execution. We think she may have...
She's also absent in the dream world, so we don't think she is among the living anymore.
Girls, we need to talk about what the elements really are and about replacing the current bearers.
Okay.
We share the info we got is legit.
The blue bastard is back in Canterlot. The royal advisor that the queen said would be a pain in her side is here.
Reed says dogs get punished if two pony dead.
Then let's make the tunnel into the castle gardens. Here, slip in and kill the bastard.
Maybe Queen won't mind us making a snack of him to hide the evidence.
Maybe Queen will let dog lick her hooves for good job.
Girls, I'm going to tell you a story, but to keep it from dragging on long enough where even my lifespan would be spent before I could finish. Long ago, a gathering of 6 figures, each controlling an aspect of reality, gathered. White of order, black of chaos, crystal of dreams and fantasy, gold of life and death, azure of balance, and red of justice and truth. Beings that exceeded all life, divine in their own right, created an object. This object, infused with a portion of each, was split into 6 in order to keep the others in check, for none of these guardians trusted the other. It was also used to exert their powers over reality in ways that would prevent creation itself from coming undone. It was a key, something that, when used, could even change time on a scale large enough that entire galaxies could be erased. This object is hidden from the others, only coming out to be used when their masters needed them. They could hide anywhere in any number of ways, including becoming a living thing, or in this case, 6 gems powering 6 ponies without the Guardian's knowledge, or with it. The elements of harmony are the key of time's current hiding place, and those that bear this power are playing with the powers of gods, using the elements in ways that force reality into doing what they want, be it locking someone in a celestial body or removing an event from time itself. So our current problem, the elements are bound to a suicidal depressive, a dead, a homicidal maniac, possibly possessed seamstress, an abused drunkard, a dead speedster, and possibly dead social recluse. We have a problem.
I have a lot to think about. I want to send Twilight some extra help, but I can't do much other than increase her stipend.
That's not a bad idea. Maybe send her a letter asking her to speak with someone trained to help with matters of the mind.
I should be taking my leave as well.
Lulu, go to night court. I will join you there after a quick shower.
Fine. So we seem to have missed a few things. I thought you hadn't seen Luna since she was banished. You didn't seem to know the current form of the elements of harmony until you confronted Discord. When did you get together again?
I don't show every aspect of my life, you know. I've been back several times since Lulu's come back. Just nothing exciting happens, and it's usually mundane family time.
Hey, Master, ask your daughters if they have met the doctor yet. I mean, he must have visited Canterlot before you put up the barrier. In fact, Celestia met the doctor during the first Grand Goblin Gala.
Yes, they have multiple times, both his kind of persona and the rotten bastard he's become.
Cons of daughters that are now far bigger than you get squished and develop a crick in the neck from licking up so much.
The memories of them scampering around when they were almost all legs makes it worth it though.
So how does it make you feel to know that Luna is Luna again, leave a shadow gone and all?
I felt helpless when it happened, and now that I know what caused it, furious at the nightmare that focused on her. But it makes me happy seeing her back to her old self, as boisterous and silly as she was.
What is he doing? He keeps talking to himself.
If the bastard's crazy, it just means it'll be easier to kill him.
Dog have no room to talk about who is or is not crazy.
It's oddly poetic coming from you.
Yeah, usually you're just rattling on about your stupid kinks and what you want to do with our new queen's hooves.
Dog is just knowledgeable of her own desires and knows so. Red Dog is obsessed with murder. Blue Dog enjoys eating things and can beg for life. Comparatively, Green Dog is sane.
Hey, I just...
Okay, sorry.
Hey, I just get hungry sometimes. Besides, don't you eat meat too?
I did... I don't hear you complain about when you kill.
Dog is professional. Dog will kill to protect interests of home. Also, Dog is vegetarian because Dog doesn't like causing undue distress to others. Pony is in good spot for ambush. Get ready.
Sarge.
Dogs better not fuck this up.
Maybe you should have taught your daughters about the elements earlier, so they can help prevent the key of time from being destroyed so easily.
True, but this is something I only discovered recently. In fact, just before the incident with Discord. If I had known that the larger the fragments, the more power it could exert on its antithesis, I would have acted sooner, but I can't go back and change it.
Master, you should go back in time to the Pinkie Pie cologne incident.
If I could, I would, but sadly, it's already a fixed point in time since I've interacted with it directly, even if it's the aftermath.
It's not that easy, Master. The elements of harmony represented the friendship between the bearers themselves. You would need to find ponies who are compatible with the elements of harmony themselves. You need someone who's better at honesty, laughter, loyalty, kindness, and generosity than Twilight's friends. Not only that, but the elements of magic represent the magic of friendship. You would need to find someone who could represent the element of magic itself as well.
Then I do nothing, make no attempts, and leave that bastard to his own devices. Bet you'd all love that. I've seen him brainwash ponies and make them fight each other, sitting in a throne of corpses and eating children by the handful like popcorn as they cheered him on. I will not let him be complete again. I will not.
Master, I know that's only a matter of time until your daughters find out that you're not so innocent, that you're not actually a hero, that you're a villain. When that day comes, what will he do?
Ended a page.
It's so beautiful. I love it.
That's a heck of a place to stop.